Oh, how are you all doing, ladies and gentlemen? So this is my review for Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 1. And I was thinking of doing a reaction to this one, in all honesty. But to be fair, the TV series for me just hasn't been that good anymore. Season 7 was a very big letdown. Season 6 had its moments, but I felt as a whole was pretty big letdown too. And maybe that's just because I've got the books, which are pretty much here. And obviously the books and the TV series, they do differ at some points, and there are obviously certain plot points that are not present in the show, but I feel like the show has just taken a different route, which is fine. It's fine for it being a TV series. It needs to be much more dramatic, much more action heavy, and that's fine. But I wasn't going to do a reaction to this season, but I went into the season, especially into this episode, obviously thinking, you know what, this could be either a good one or a bad one. Let's see. My expectation was basically, let's see how bad it is, but it was actually pretty cool. It was actually pretty neat. I actually quite enjoyed it. I thought some of the characters were acting smart. Some of the characters that usually are known for being smart were acting smart, which is good. Some of the characters that were a bit douchey were acting douchey, and I felt like characters pretty much stayed true to their portrait, true to the way they have been portrayed throughout the whole series so far. So I was actually quite happy to see that being the case, because I felt like that was an issue for me with season 7. Of course, it's only just one episode, and obviously the first episode, it's supposed to be dialogue heavy, which I'm totally I wish more of the episodes were. But yeah, I actually quite like this episode quite a lot. Starting with obviously Jon Snow coming back home, meeting his family members and whatnot. I thought that was, all of them were pretty touching. Yeah, perhaps I think I would have liked a bit more of like him and Sansa. Maybe like a little bit more interaction between them two specifically, considering what he's been through last season. I feel like them having just a little bit more interaction would have been great. But this is the first episode. You can't have everything. It's 54 minutes this episode, so you can't have everything. The second thing, obviously, the big reveal that he finally now knows who his parents are. It feels a little bit to me. It feels a little bit at the wrong. It feels to me like the wrong time. I know Ron's like, oh yeah, you should tell him he trusts you and whatnot. And I'm like, he just found out that his parents died and that his brother died and whatnot, right? That his family basically died, right? His father and brother. But yeah, but he just found that out, right? I don't think it's a good idea for him to just tell him, yeah, because it might be seen as like just an act of spite, like, oh, she's just done this against me. I'm gonna tell some lies to like split everything up, he's not that kind of person. Let's get it, let's be honest here. But it could be seen like that, and I don't think that was the best decision. Maybe you could also argue that because he's at such a vulnerable state, now would be the moment for him to say it, to really show what kind of character he is. And yes, you could definitely make that argument. Jamie at the end coming in, I was like, okay, cool. What's gonna happen? Wait, the episode is finished. That was basically me. Like, I was like, okay, cool. Finally. It's going to be interesting. Episode is over. Episode is over. I'm like, okay, cool. The one thing that one scene that I did think dragged on just a tiny little bit too much was the dragon flying scene. Obviously, I get what they're going for and whatnot, but I did feel like that was a bit too long, maybe like a minute too long or so. Granted, it's a minute, but if I'm going to criticize anything, it's going to be that. I would have loved to have seen a little bit more little bit more screen time, like Varys or whatnot. Because Varys, personally, is my favorite character of Game of Thrones, which is why last season for me was such a big letdown. Because like all the smart characters acted so stupid. You had Varys, Littlefinger, just like Varys, like, oh, they've got a massive army. I'm the man that knows everything. I've got my little birds everywhere. I've got information here. I've got information there. I didn't see that coming. And Littlefinger, I don't know what Littlefinger was doing, but he was just acting so out of character. Like, oh, I basically started everything. Oh well, I'm dead. so yeah, that's just my thoughts. That's my thoughts on last season. This season, I like that dialogue Varys was having. I'm hoping we're gonna see more of him, like more more information gathering and stuff like that. I know it's not really, it's very difficult to portray right now. Obviously, you know what's going on. There's not like a lot of like internal strife and whatnot. But he should still have a role. You know, he's been a character for 7 arcs, for 7 seasons. This being the start of the 8th season. You still want him to have a role, not just be there in the background like, here, I'm Varys. You all know me and love me, and I'm apparently gonna die. But hey, I've not really done anything. So that's my one worry for the season. But yeah, that's my one worry and one hope for the season, that they're gonna incorporate him somehow into the story in a meaningful way, which I don't think will be the case, because clearly the focus is like on certain other aspects of the show, which is fine. Again, I don't mind. I'm still watching it, but I'm not that invested enough to, or not that intrigued enough to what's happening right now to do reactions for it, you know. But that's fine. What are we talking about next? Gendry. Nice little scene with Arya. That was a nice little scene. Really good callback. You know, you're acting like a high class lady. Don't call me later. I'm sorry, my lady. I like that quite a lot. Last scene, he was basically just there for like 1 episode, and then he just basically ran away. I'm assuming it's going to have a bigger role this season, right? That's my assumption. If not, then I'm going to be very let down. Because I feel like introducing characters just for the sake of like fan service is in bad taste, in all honesty. I feel like you should just don't, alright? Just don't. Like, I want them, if they're going to be part of this story, if they're actually, you know, relevant, not just like in a different continent or whatnot. You know, I want them to have an actual role. And he right now has a perfect role. You know, if you still like, say for the first 2-3 episodes or so, we see him working, right? We saw it in this episode, let's say next episode, and then the episode after, we see him working, and after that we don't see him anymore. I'd be fine with that. But like, I don't want it to be like last season, where you see him for like 5 seconds, he's like, yeah, I'm ready. First battle, he runs, you know, it's like, let's get out of here. So that needs to be changed. Right? That was a big letdown. But besides that, overall, I liked the very first episode of this season. I'm hoping for just a little bit more interactions between certain other characters. Not specifically main characters, but like certain other characters. For example, Brienne of Tart. I want to like have a little bit more. I would like to have like a freeway, a freeway talk. Not freeway, freeway. I can't know. Yeah. But I would love to have like multiple talks like that, like with like lesser characters, not main characters, but like side characters, if we don't call it that. Have dialogues with, you know, a lot of other side-ish characters, you know. That would be my wish for the season before it all kicks off, I guess, if we're gonna call it that. But yeah, besides that, folks, I liked it. It was significantly better than I thought it would be. Very good for a premiere. Oh, if I had to give it a grade, I'd probably give it a probably like a 7.5 out of 10. Very good episode. Not a great episode, but just very good episode, which is fine. You know, it's an introduction episode, you know, getting back to the plot. So, I liked it. How about you all? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do you watch the show? I mean, if you should be, if you're watching this video. If not, then I don't know why you're watching this video. But, regardless, folks, I will see you all for the next one, everyone. Peace out, and have a nice day.